You may look at that cow and say, well,
The Next Generation Agricultural Conference is co-sponsored by Texas A&M AgriLife Extension as well as Capital Farm Credit. And the program is designed to look towards the future in production agriculture.
you're going to have Mark.
In the past, you could survive in agriculture just by increasing your production, increasing your efficiencies. And I think now it's a lot more comprehensive to that, and that's one of the roles of Extension, is to take the innovative teaching from the classrooms and the great discovery and research that we see in labs and out in fields and take that directly to the producers.
And so we're looking for the next generation. And it could be, as far as the folks that are here in attendance today, we have a lot of young folks that have come, producers that have come to the meeting looking at maybe expanding their operation. Some are maybe transitioning a family operation into their hands. They've also got some more experienced producers here that may be expanding their operation, and then we've got some that maybe just the size that they are is where they want to be, but they want to look at financial management and budgeting a little bit closer. And so really a diverse audience that we have here and a wide variety of topics.
I think when you look at the next generation of agriculture, you really see that we're in a time of transition. We've got those of us, such as myself, that are the tailing end of the baby boomers that are thinking about getting out of the production agricultural business, how to transition that either to the next generation, to other outside interests. And you've got those that the younger generation of 20 and 30-year-olds that want to come back and make a living in production agriculture, that have different challenges today. When you look at farm policy, you look at trying to finance an operation, you look at trying to make decisions on best management practices. And for me, the role of Extension is kind of bridge the gap between both areas, help those that have a long established career in agriculture be successful, and help those that want to get engaged in agriculture understand not just the challenges but the opportunities, because it's that opportunity that's going to drive people into production agriculture.
I think most of the folks are one, interested in, well, what is the ag economy and what does the future look like? Certainly that's a question many ask, but then also there's always that question of, well, knowing when to expand and knowing when to kind of jump off that cliff of uncertainty, and whether it be, well, I've got to decide, am I going to borrow some money to make some capital investments or just invest my own money that I have, the capital that I've got tied up, and invest it into expand, and knowing when, if it is the right time.
One of the messages that we have is that for the new producer, the next generation in agriculture, you don't have to go it alone. There's some great resources out there through Extension, with our county Extension offices and our county agents, through our specialists, through our relationship with the research and teaching on campus at Texas A&M University, and through the efforts of AgriLife. So that next generation, I think, needs to hear very clearly that there's people out there who want to help them be successful. And I think for the older generation that are looking at this transition, we look to them to be leaders and mentors, to offer a hand out to producers that are facing the same struggles and challenges they have over the years. They've proved their ability to be successful, to adapt to technology, to adapt to new methods, and they need to hear that from people in the industry that have been successful. So what we're seeing, I believe, is the transition of the next generation into agriculture, but also the older generation, the experienced generation, assisting them in becoming engaged and becoming successful.